Today I'm going to show you a big trading range on the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar Forex pair. I know how much you guys like Forex setups, so I got one coming at you. Hi, this is Tim from TradingStrategyGuides.com. I'm getting lots more questions, and it's very cool. I've answered most of them in the comments. There are a few of your questions I'm reserving for future videos. Thanks, and continue to ask your questions about anything you like. Today's trade pick is a trading range on the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar Forex pair. Don't miss it. Plus, we got several open trades to look at and today's trading maxim. As usual, it's my favorite day. Let's get on with it. Remember to click the subscribe button and hit that bell so you don't miss any great Forex setups. Let's look at some charts. Here's the US dollar Mexican daily chart. Of course, this originally was a weekly signal, but I moved to the daily charts to track the trailing stop on the second half. Currently, trailing stop following the parabolic SAR is at 1894.17, locking in 717 pips on this second half. Well, spot gold just doing a little sideways thing here. Still waiting for it to hit the first target. Here's Bitcoin. It's pulled back a little bit over the weekend. That's okay. Move the stop to follow the PSAR. Currently at 89.47.95, locking in about $767 on the second half. Still waiting for ROKU to hit the first target. Friday's push down was nice. First target is down here at 119.68. The Swiss yen closed down here below the 20 EMA right here, so I shut this one down for a loss. I'll be watching for it to close back above the 20 EMA here to get another opportunity to go long. And here's NFLX Inc. As I mentioned, I took this weekly signal as if it were a daily signal, so I got in way too early. If you guys followed the plan, you would have gotten in right here at around 366.77 on Friday's close, so you'll be at a much better price than I'm at. If you entered on Friday, your stop will be 351.32. and your first target will be 377.07, so you'll hit the first target a couple of bucks before me. And Planet Fitness closed Friday above the range, above 82, but it did it on 72% volume, so no trade on this one. I'm going to watch this for a few more weeks and see if there's a point at which the volume pops up and may give us another opportunity to get in. Okay, let's take a look at today's setup on the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. A few weeks ago, I showed you this nice ascending triangle on the Aussie loonie. Then it just got totally blown out right here. Tested, pushed down, tested the triangle again, and pushed down. And then it nicely came down here to this level and set up a trading range. So let's reconsider this pair. Now when it pushed down here and blew out this triangle, everybody got excited and it caused the volume and the volatility to pop right here. Now it looks like it could be settling a little bit, and of course the ATR will take a little bit longer to start showing that settling right in here. It's not as much of a decline as I would normally like to see, but I still think this is a good trading range. I'll like it even better if it holds for a few more weeks and we get the declining volume and volatility. But I'll take it if it breaks earlier than that, as long as it meets the other criteria. So let's look at the trading plan. We will buy a daily candle close above the range or above 91.42, or we will sell a daily candle close below the range or below 88.50. On the breaking candle, to take a full-size position, we want to see this volume bar reach this volume average right here. If it doesn't quite reach the average but does reach 75% of the average, I'll open a half-size position to reduce risk. You can calculate the percentage by taking this volume number, dividing it by this volume average, and you should get at least 0.75. If you don't get at least 0.75, then stand aside on the trade, just like we did on Planet Fitness Friday. The stop loss is 1.5 times the ATR, and your first target is 1 times the ATR. So let's say, for example, this breaks here, closes down here, and just ahead of the close, we take a sell entry right here. On that day, look down here at the ATR, multiply this by 1.5 times, measure that distance behind this entry, and that will be your stop loss. Measure 1 ATR below this entry, and that will be your first target. Of course, it'll be just the opposite if it breaks to the upside. If after entering the trade we get another candle close back inside the range, we will take the loss right then and not wait for it to hit the stop loss. Our intention is that a breakout of the range should be explosive and hit our target fairly quickly. If the momentum goes away, we want to shut the trade down without taking a full stop if possible. When the price hits our first target, we will close half the position for profit and set the stop loss to break even on the remainder. We will then follow stops as price moves in our direction until the market takes us out. These two rules are the very definition of cutting your losses and letting your winners run. Typically, I do this using 2 positions. The first position has a stop loss and a take profit. That position will close automatically when the first target is hit. The second position will only have a stop loss, and that's the position that will be allowed to run. When the first target is hit, we will have to manually move our stop loss up to break even on the second position. I will only risk about 2% of my account on each trade. And that's the setup on the Aussie dollar Canadian dollar Forex pair. Remember, my intent here is to tell you how I manage these trades. If you've already got a good trade management plan, use it. Things that work for me may not work for you. You have to understand your own mind to find the best strategies for your trading. And that's my intent for the trading maxims, to help control my emotional impulses and keep me on the straight and narrow path. A maxim is a general truth, fundamental principle, rule of conduct, or a proverbial saying. The purpose of my maxims is to motivate me to discipline in trading as well as other areas of my life. I suggest you start your own list of maxims, things that you can say to yourself while you're trading or doing life to make sure you are always doing the right thing. Feel free to borrow from my list. And today's trading maxim? Tim's trading maxim number 54. Progress is a trajectory, not just a destination. And this comes from Webb Smith. Webb Smith is an entrepreneur who co-founded menswear brand Mizzen & Main and has spent time with Rogue Fitness, Gear Patrol, and Flow Sports. I've shortened this for my maxims, but his full quote goes like this. I used to spend a lot of energy trying to get further. I now spend a lot of energy trying to get better. Progress is a trajectory, not just a destination. I like the idea of spending energy getting better rather than further. I apply that concept to my gym workouts and my other hobbies as well. The older I get, the less important getting further becomes, and the more important getting better is to me. Remember our daily Australian dollar Canadian dollar trade plan here. We're going to buy a daily candle close above the range or above 91.42, or sell a daily candle close below the range or below 88.50. If the volume is not quite average, go half size as long as it's at least 75% of the average. Your stop loss is 1.5 times the ATR, and your first target is 1 times the ATR. And remember to click the link below to the trade management video for more details. And sign up for my free Trading Picks email list to be sure you don't miss any of these great picks. I send out about 3 or 4 trading picks a week from all different markets, and you'll get to see them first. And the best thing is, it's free. I'll put the link below this video. And be sure to come back to Trading Strategy Guide's YouTube channel every week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time for my new videos. And I apologize that my videos have been late several times in the last few weeks. I will endeavor to repair that problem. And don't hesitate to ask any questions you may have. I'll either answer your question right in the comments or in a training video, or both. And remember, the only stupid question is the unasked one. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up below. Have a great week, and I'll see you Wednesday.